So when we talk about energy, let's be specific of what we're talking about. In this planet that we live in, it's called planet Earth. It should have been called planet energy because everything that we're dealing with in this world is an energetic exchange, is a piece of energy. People are energy, places are energy, nature is energy, money is energy, relationships are energy, health is energy. So when you view all of these things as energy, now what Tesla said was everything has a frequency or a vibration to it. That left the clues, that left important clues that I developed so that in my work, I developed the ability to see things, to recognize what were the frequencies he was talking about? What were the codes? What's the energy and vibration that he was talking about? What he was talking about was being able to understand that everything has a code to it. People, places, things, activities, relationships, investments, everything has an energy, a frequency, and a code to it. And that code can tell you a lot about what that particular thing is going to bring you. Okay. So what I recognize is that everything has a code to it. Like I mentioned, everything is energy in this world. People, places, things, activities, sex, money, everything we're dealing with it is an energy. And Tesla was saying that all of these things have a vibration and a frequency, which is another way of saying it has a code to it and a code that can unlock what it's all about. And I thought, wow. So I developed that into being able to recognize those codes and saying that energy has a power, a purpose, a direction, a frequency, and it gives off information. So if you study and look at energy in terms of being able to decode it, you can know things and see things that the average person can't. And that's what Tesla was talking about by being energetically aware. So much of the things that we're dealing with in this world that cause us suffering because we don't know the answer to it. We have a relationship that you're trying to make work and it's not working. You don't know the answer to it. You have a business, you're trying to make it work. You don't know the answer to it. Some of you have health challenges that you're doing everything you can to be healthy. You don't know the answer to that. That's because you're looking in the physical world, not in the energetic world. And when you recognize, as Tesla did, that the energetic world, the unseen world, creates the seen world, the non-physical creates the physical, then you find out that that's where the answers are. That's where the hidden wisdom is. And that's where the missing piece of why do these things happen to me happen? Why is my life the way it is? And you begin to recognize certain laws, certain principles of understanding, oh, this is the way the world works, and no one taught me. And this is the power of being energetically aware. Because everything that you see that you're dealing with has a code or a frequency that will give you information about whether that's something that's good for you or not good for you, whether you should proceed with it or not proceed with it. Kind of like, it's kind of like the weather. You see, if you poke your head out and you see clouds and you hear thunder and you go, probably going to be a storm today. Is that valuable information? You bet it is. Consequently, if it's a beautiful day, blue skies, okay, that gives you information too. But so much of life is our ability to make decisions. That's what we do every day. We make dozens and dozens of decisions every day. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Is this going to be good for me? Is this not going to be good for me? And some of the decisions we make are right, but many of them are wrong, and we can't understand it. gee, you're dumbfounded. Where this is really comes to be true is in relationships. In relationships, you use what you were taught in your education. We were taught to use logic, to be linear, to use our senses. So you meet someone and they're attractive and they sound good, they look good, and they feel good, and you go, okay, I'll be in a relationship with this person. You get in a relationship with them, and then it works out for a while. And then it shifts, and then it changes. And before long, you're in a very unpleasant situation that you never bargained for, and then it becomes unpleasant, and then it becomes just the opposite of what you got into it for. And then it ends with heartbreak and sorrow, and you go, oh, if only I had known then what I know now, I never would have got involved with that person or that thing. Or how about this one? I knew it. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have gotten involved with this person. I did it anyway. Well, my question to you is, why? You got a message not to do it, and you did it anyway. Why didn't you listen? What do most people say? I don't know. Well, let me tell you why you didn't listen. Because you weren't energetically aware. Because you didn't train yourself to be able to read invisible energy patterns in people, places, and things. And because you didn't know how to operate when those opportunities came your way and make the correct decisions. And that's what we teach in energy awareness training. So let me ask you guys, with a show of hands, would being able to get a message of whether something's good for you or not good for you be valuable for you before you got involved in it? How many had relationships they wish they had been warned of? Yeah, that you've been warned of beforehand, right? All of us. So this is the new technology. This is the revolution in personal understanding, in personal development, in a recognition of this world that we live in. Cutting edge, because no one teaches this. No one teaches us to recognize energy. People talk about energy all the time, but they don't talk about how to read the invisible energies and how they affect us. And that's the so important. If you want to be happy, if you want to have a great life, be in the places, things, and people that are good for you, and stay away from the people, places, and things that aren't good for you. How do you know? Most people don't know until it's too late. You'll know if you're energetically aware and energetically trained.